Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to my podcast, Evening Talks with Mike Lowry, the show where real life gets real quick. So, today I got a few topics for y'all this evening, and I'm going to need your opinions in the comments because I want to hear where you stand with this, okay? Let's get to it. So, first up, school is back in session. Now, in Texas, there are a lot of school districts that have brought out a new rule, which is called no cell phone policy. So, what that means is no kids can have their phone out at all. Not in class, not at lunch, not even in the hallway, right? So now most of the parents are saying that it's about time because a lot of these kids are too distracted. Now you have other parents who are saying that it's going too far because it cuts off their communication for emergency, right? So I want to know, what do you think? Do you think it's protecting their focus to where they can learn better, or do you think that it's taking away their lifeline? Now, if you got kids in school right now, I want to know, how are you handling the situation? Now, when I was in school, we didn't have cell phones like that. Now, if you do have a cell phone, you can use it after 7 p.m. because minutes was free, right? But I feel like today's technology has opened up a door of a lot of issues that we are seeing today in schools, right? Especially when it comes to cyberbullying. So, like back then, if someone had a problem with you, like it was like face to face, and it usually stays at school or usually like when you walk home from school, right? Now you got the phones and you got the drama that follow the kids home, and then it's be on social media, and it's like it never stops. And I think that constant connection is the problem of today with these cell phones. So speaking of school rules and what's allowed, so I saw this post making this round online. So a mom had dressed her daughter like this on the second day of school. Okay. Now some people in the comments were loving it and they were saying it's cute and it's creative, right? But you have others that were saying that it's way too grown for a young student. So I want to know, do you think that this is a harmless fashion or is it crossing the border for school? Personally, I feel like that is inappropriate. So back then when I was in school, we had this finger to knee rule. So if you don't know what that is, that's pretty much means when you had on a skirt or a short, we had to put our hands to the side, and those shorts or the skirt, it had to pass our fingertips in order for us to wear it at school. If it didn't pass, we couldn't wear it, right? But also, I feel like today, the way these parents are addressing their kids, it says a lot about them. Okay, so if your kid is showing up to school, that's a reflection to you as a parent. So if your child is going to school dressed like a hoochie, that tells me as a parent that you're giving off hoochie mama vibes. That's just my opinion. All right, so now let's switch gears, but let's still stay in the school zone topic. Okay. So, since the kids are back in school, I'm curious, are your kids bringing lunch from home or are they eating whatever in the cafeteria serving? So, like when I was in school, we didn't really have those best options. You have some days where the meals was good and some days, it was questionable. But also, we had like this little snack stand. They used to sell like hot wings and give us juice, or you can buy chips. But nowadays, I feel like they probably got Chick-fil-A and other restaurants since now these kids are spoiled. But yeah, let me know. I want to know, do your kids eat school lunch or do they bring their own lunch to school? Speaking of food, okay, let's take out the cafeteria for a minute, okay? So this is a serious question. So I want to know, which restaurant has the best fries? Now, in my opinion, I'm gonna say McDonald's or Whataburger. Like those fries, when they come out hot, I can eat those without fries. Like they already have the salt and the season on them. They just be, buzzing. Now the other places like Wingstop, I don't like their fries. They be all soggy and shit. But tell me, which restaurant do you think has the best fries? All right. Now this is my final topic for the evening. So I saw this post on Facebook and it really got people talking. Now it said, I quote, unpopular opinion. I think that it is easy to forget a baby in a car. Now I know just hearing this got a lot of people reacting, right? But I want to break this down Do you think that is true? Or do you think that that is absolutely no excuses for that to happen? Now for me, there's no excuses. Like I don't care how tired you is. You should not forget your child. Now nowadays, you have cars that gives you a message that says check your back seat soon as you turn off the car. So if you got these new car models, those cars should alert you already to check your back seat for your child or whatever's back there because it detects something inside the seat. So again, there is no excuses for that. But let me know in the comments, what are your thoughts on these topics? All right, y'all. That's it for this episode of Evening Talks with Mike Lowry. Now, I want your take. Drop your opinions in the comment for every topic, okay? Like, share, and follow. And don't miss out on the next one. Until then, stay blessed, be safe, and I'm out.